Hi everyone, and welcome to TS Fibro. I was diagnosed in 2012. I've had it a lot longer than that, but the final diagnosis was in 2012. I was so happy I finally found out what was wrong with me after so long. A doctor put a name to it. Now, what do we do? Well, he said the good news is it's not fatal. The bad news is there's no cure. My heart sank. After that, I don't remember too much of what he was saying. It sounded like Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. I was so devastated. Not that I wanted anything to be, deathly wrong with me, but I knew something was wrong. And I finally got it validated. And it's a disease that a lot of people don't believe in, a lot of doctors don't believe in. And I just went numb. If you're struggling with pain, you may be thinking to yourself, I wonder if I have fibromyalgia. And what are the signs of fibromyalgia? This disease has a number of different symptoms, and because of this, it's important for us to try to understand what the first signs of fibromyalgia are before we make a judgment call on whether or not this may be the problem that we're having. So what are the first signs of fibromyalgia? There's a big issue with this question, and the reason is because fibromyalgia is different for every single person that has it. Obviously, there are some similarities, but different people will start to notice the first signs of fibromyalgia in a number of different ways. It depends on how it manifests itself in a person's body, and it depends on how the person takes care of themselves. There are a lot of different factors that go into the whole thing, so this question is almost impossible to answer. That being said, there is one symptom that everyone pretty much has in common: pain. I know that's a very general term, but it's really the only thing that all the people with fibromyalgia seem to have in common with one another. The pain can be focused in different places, but most of the time, it is in an area of the body where it would otherwise be unexplained. The chronic condition of fibromyalgia is infamous for triggering widespread pain around the body. Doctors often get confused while diagnosing fibromyalgia, as pain is a common trait in a horde of other ailments. This is why it takes about 5 years on average for patients to benefit out of a proper treatment. It took them 10 years to diagnose me. It can be easy for your doctor to diagnose your ailment if you can present him with a clear shot of the location and type of pain. A faster diagnosis leads to a faster treatment, which in turn can relieve your symptoms. Today we're going to take a look at some of the distinct symptoms of fibromyalgia which can assist in its early diagnosis. Number 1, muscle soreness. This common symptom of fibromyalgia can be focused in various places or concentrated in an unexplained region. The pain intensity also tends to vary and get triggered by factors such as physical fatigue, stress, anxiety, humid, cold weather, etc. Number 2, stiffness. Fibromyalgia is a mixture of skeletal and muscular pain. People suffering from the same have reported extreme stiffness during morning and evening, which paves the path for a little relief as the day progresses. External factors such as sleep level, activities undertaken, and general fatigue can also influence the level of stiffness to a great extent. Although the pain does not come off as excruciating to cause immobility, it still can be excruciating, and it sure causes inconvenience. Number 3, fatigue. Pain tags along as general sense of tiredness, which simply refuses to vanish away even after taking adequate amounts of rest. No matter how much rest you get, if you have fibromyalgia, you're not going to feel rested. You're always going to feel fatigued. Number 4, tenderness. The 18 symmetrical tender points of our body, located above and below the waist, assist doctors in diagnosing fibromyalgia. People suffering from the same have reported increased tenderness in these areas prior to the occurrence of a flare-up. Number 5, rebound pain. Fibromyalgia patients stand at an increased risk of succumbing to rebound pain after undertaking any strenuous physical activity. Number 6, migraine. Several people have reported instances of severe migraine pain, which can even extend down the body towards the neck, shoulders, and ultimately the upper back. Environmental stimuli such as powerful smells, loud sounds, bright lights can trigger these headaches, which can last pretty long. Number 7, sleep disturbances. Chronic pain often leads to sleep problems where it becomes difficult to fall asleep. Patients also tend to wake up frequently as slightest joint movement causes sharp pain. Number 8, menstrual pain. Women suffering from fibromyalgia tend to experience more pain during menstruation, along with low back pain and cramping. They can also experience heaviness, changes in cycles duration, and irregular menstrual cycles. Number 9, increased stress. Painful fibromyalgia flare-ups are infamous for causing post-traumatic stress disorders type symptoms like hypervigilance and inability to relax. Various other forms of health issues can be caused by such high level of constant stress. Number 10, anxiety. Patients have reported high level of anxiety while waiting for an upcoming painful flare-up. Certain patients also live in constant fear of becoming incapacitated by a flare-up while leaving the house. They can also succumb to a panic attack if these fibro symptoms show up while being far away from home. Number 11, balance and coordination problems. Fibro patients have reported having difficulty in maintaining basic coordination and balancing things upright. Although fatigue can serve as a potent cause of the same, it can even be triggered by fibromyalgia. Number 12, forgetfulness. Decreased verbal fluency and memory loss are some common symptoms of people suffering from fibromyalgia who often tend to forget their daily chores. Number 13, profuse sweating. An automatic brokenness within the hypothalamus leads to an increment of sweating. This hikes up the level of discomfort amongst people suffering from fibromyalgia. Number 14, emotional sensitivity. Chronic pain even causes patients to become short-tempered and easily irritable. Fibromyalgia patients also feel stronger emotional reactions than that of their peers and have less control towards its expression. This sensitivity holds true for both positive and negative emotions alike. Everyday proceedings of fibromyalgia sufferers get affected rhetorically by mood swings. This sudden alteration in mood swings are often inexplicable and can bring upon a devastating effect on the personal and professional life of a person. Number 15, brain fog. Fibromyalgia patients know it as fibro fog. It is accompanied by an array of cognitive difficulties such as blurry or hazy feel, lack of motivation, getting easily confused, difficulty in maintaining the focus level over long spans of time, and problem in paying attention. High stress, overstimulation, medication effects, and lack of sleep are the biggest cause of fibro fog. Several patients have complained about the frustrating symptoms of fibro fog to seem like as if they are consuming cold medication. Number 16, increased overall sensitivity. Fibromyalgia patients have reported increased sensitivity to touch, loud noises, cold, odors, certain foods, medication, and bright lights. Instances are not rare when these people flinch in pain or surprised by even the slightest touch. Their sensitive and hyper-aware nerve endings are triggered even by the slightest stimulation caused by tags or seams in clothing. In spite of this, the fibromyalgia patient might reach for a wool sweater during the sunniest days, courtesy of their increased sensitivity to cold. Number 17, sensitivity to pain. Fibromyalgia is known to trigger central sensitization, which makes our body overly sensitive to small things which normally wouldn't hurt. And number 18, tummy troubles. People suffering from fibromyalgia regularly report instances of nausea and upset stomachs. Those having irritable bowel syndrome further experience constipation. Fibromyalgia is also known to be linked with painful bladder syndrome. Fibromyalgia ushers in different sets of symptoms for different people. The main reason of this difference is the manifestation of this ailment in various ways and also the general health care routine followed by the individual. Number 19, fibromyalgia itching. Itching may occur in fibromyalgia due to certain nerve fibers being activated and causing an itching sensation. Itching and pain share a common pathway positioned in the spinal cord. Pain and itchiness also activate the same sensory brain areas. Someone who is sensitive to pain may also be sensitive to itchiness. Thank you for joining me, and that's not everything associated with fibromyalgia, but it's a start. I would like to go back to number 1, and I will do a video on it, and we'll just discuss it, and I would love to have your comments, any questions, any statements, whatever it is, and I hope to see my fibro brothers and sisters on my next video. Thank you.